Hello and welcome to the video. In this video, we'll look at the problem that is common child in the series HackerRank interview preparation kit. So in this particular problem, I'll be using LCS technique, that is longest common subsequence. And those who are new to dynamic programming or haven't heard about knapsack or greedy approach, please be rest assured, because when I first solved this particular problem, I also didn't know the iota of the terms which I mentioned. So I'll try to simplify the problem or solution as much as possible, so any newcomer or beginner will get this particular problem without the knowledge of DP or knapsack. So let's start with the problem definition. So in the problem definition, we'll be given two strings, that is S1 and S2, and we will be asked to calculate what is the longest common child can be formed. So you can see what is longest string can be constructed using a child of both. So what is a child? They have mentioned is a string can be called a child of another string. It can be formed by deleting 0 or more characters of the given string. So there might be a confusion for beginners between what is a substring and what is a subsequence. So I'll take this particular example A, B, C, D and A, B, D, C. I'll discuss what are the difference between the two, how we can calculate, and in general there are various techniques to solve LCS problem. So I'll try to simplify as much possible. So let's tune in. We'll look at the naive approach and what are the disadvantages of the naive approach and how we can optimize that particular approach. And after that it will be followed by code. So this will be the first part of the video, and in the second part, which I already made I think 2-3 months ago, so it's not really good, but second part consists only code, so you can check that out as well. So let's start with the basic explanation, and I'll be taking this particular example. Okay, let's start with what is a substring and what is a subsequence, so that once we get hold of the fundamentals, we can dive into the solution. So substring is what you can see is the longest string which can be formed within a string, and that is also present in the another string. So you can see that AB is a substring which is present in the both cases. However, what is a subsequence is how many letters can be formed or which come into a particular sequence. So it does not matter it comes as a consequently or not, you only need the characters which can be formed using a particular string. So you can see that there is A, B, C. This could be a subsequence. Similarly, here ABC could also be a subsequence. Similarly, ABD is another subsequence which can be found in the string 2. So this is the basic difference between what is substring and what is a subsequence. So ABD and ABD here is a subsequence, and only AB and AB here is a substring. Okay, now that we know that what is a substring and subsequence, let's move ahead to the solution. So this is particularly observation deck, where we write what are the observation, and this particular observation will help us to write code. So what we'll be basically doing here is we'll write our observation. Maybe it may be a disadvantage or the thing where we need to improve, or any logic building thing. So let's start. So first approach or the naive approach that comes to our mind is take off two for loops. Let's say for one for this. So let's start with I here, and you can take J here. So this will be two counters or pointers which will be point to each character in the string and which can be incremented. So a basic approach or naive approach could be you start with A, and for this particular character you will check value in the second string if the first character matches or not. So if that particular string or character matches, you will increment the count. So that means the character was found and you are moving ahead in the subsequence. So I'll be writing subsequence here. So let's start. So A is found in the both cases. So I'm using smaller case, but I don't think that's the issue. You'll understand it. So A is found. So after that, what we want to do is we increment our pointer in J's case. Similarly, because A was found, we'll increment our counter or pointer here. So that will ensure that it pointing to the next index. So we'll check if these two values are same. If yes, we'll again increment the count. So as of now, our common subsequence will A and B. So far so good. After this, we'll increment our pointer or the value which J holds, and it will point to the next element or next index. Similarly, I's value will be incremented. Again, we'll check if these two particular values match or not. So we can see that these two do not match. So in this case we won't be incrementing counter like the counter which was set for subsequence. However, we'll be incrementing the counter for j. We'll check if the next value is same for the given value. So we can see that same value is present. So we will add that particular value into our subsequence, and we'll increment the count for the subsequence because we need to return the longest common subsequence. So you might be thinking we can store this particular values of subsequence in the list or array and then loop through array and then find the maximum value. However, that is not like it's possible, but however in the time of HackerRank test it will run out of time. So let's understand the fundamentals and we'll improvise on that. So okay, so this case is done. After that I will again move. So for this particular value we'll check if the value exists from the last pointer which is on the second string. It is not, so that means one loop is over and we got this particular substring. Okay, so for now we know that we missed another substring which could be, let's say, A, B, D. So this is also a possible substring of same length. However, so we can say we missed this. We can solve this particular value by going through j first and I later. So that will again increase the time complexity, and we can see that we cannot go backwards in this case. So one of the observation which I forgot to mention is storing counter, where we will store the counter. So that is one of the issue. So let me add it really quick. So counting the subsequence or storing the count variable is a key here, because there will be multiple counts and you have to store the value for count for each iteration and then compare which count value has the maximum value and then return that as a longest common subsequence. So that is one of the issue which we need to deal with for this naive approach. Second one is approach or time complexity, we can say, because we clearly missed this particular approach or this longest common subsequence in this particular approach. So we need to improvise on this part as well. So I'll simply write, let's say, time complexity. So we'll surely improvise on this. By now I'm assuming that you got hold of the what is common substring and subsequences. So I am moving ahead with the solution and I am expecting you to know what is subsequence so that we can derive the solution with the optimized approach. Also we saw there are two cases, we can say, one where the character is matching. So let's say this could be 3, this could be, let's say, ch matches with the another character on the second string, or there is a possibility that character is not matching, so we have to do something for that scenario as well. So I am simply writing all the observation into the observation deck, which will help us build the solution. So let's start with the optimized approach. Okay, I have now drawn a square and I'll explain all the things. So let's say this is the second string, or it was the first string, I think. So let's take a j variable for this and let's go with I variable for this particular string. So this, assume this as the first because I draw it incorrectly, and let's assume that this particular string is second string. So we'll do the same and you will observe how is solution building up. So what we'll do in the first case, we'll check if this particular character is matching to the this particular character. If yes, we'll increment the value. So let's assume that all the values are implicitly 0, or we have declared it to be 0. So that is not issue. So let's assume this as a 2 by 2 array which can be created, and these characters are not required. So basically it is let's say 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the indices, and you need to create a 2-dimensional array of string length 1 and string length 2 size array. So I have written A, B, C, D or the characters just for the simplification, so that we get more from the particular diagram. So let's start filling this particular square. So we'll see, we'll first check these two values. If it matches, we'll increment the counter or we'll increment the value in the box. So this will be 1 because A will be compared with both A, B, and we know that 1 is a common subsequence, that is A is present. Similarly, A is compared with A, B, C, it will also have value 1. Similarly, A with whole string A, B, C, D, it will again value hold 1, because we checked A with all the possible characters in the string 2. Similarly, let's go for B. So as of now, we will be checking whole AB with the string second string. So here we'll check if B is present with A, and if not, what we are simply doing is, you can observe that A and B were not present, A and C were like not present or does not match, A or D not present. In that case, what we did is we derived the value from the first character. So what basically we did is we took the value whichever was above, if in the case there was no character matching, and if the particular character matches, we increment the value 1. So let me write this with let's say different color. So if character is matching, we are incrementing 1, and if character is not matching, we are inheriting value from the above. And in this particular case, because B and A does not matches, we are again inheriting value from the side as well. So you can see that we are taking values from either from top or either from side. So this should be basically like this. Let's say this is the point, the value will be inherited from the top or from the side. Okay, so let's start filling again. Here B will compare with A, and B does not matches with A, so we'll inherit the value from the side. Now we'll check B with B. Yes, B matches, so we need to increment the value, and we know that it is a 2, A, B, and A and B, so it matches. So we know that this is 2. So what we'll do, we'll increment the value from the previous ij value. So we'll add 1 to the previous value if the particular character matches. Okay, so again we'll check AB with A, B, C. So B does not matches with C, so we'll increment the we'll get the value from the top. So this is a 2. So basically here we'll check whichever is the maximum between these two loops, and the maximum will be taken because we need to find a maximum or the longest common subsequence. We'll inherit the maximum value. After that, B will be checked with D. It does not matches, so it will inherit the maximum value from these two. So this will be a 2. Okay, we'll move on and we'll check A, B, D with the string, that is whole A, B, C, D. So we'll start A, D and A will be compared. It does not matches, so we'll inherit the value from the side or top. In this case, top does not exist. So in the problem or in the solution or in the general dynamic programming, you can take the I0 value or J0 value and fill all the column and row with I and J being 0 to the 0. So that will simplify the solution. So you can, I'll explain that in the solution or in the coding section. So we need to create another row and column in the start which have the value 0, and all the values are filled with 0 as well. So I know it's a bit confusing, so we'll leave that format. So we'll inherit the value 1. After that, we'll check with the diagonals. We'll check D with B, it's not matching. We'll compare these two value and we'll get the maximum, that is 2. D will be compared with C, it does not matches, so we'll take the maximum. So again it will be 2. D will be compared with D, so we know that this is the highest value possible or it matches. So what we'll do, we'll take the value from the corner or the adjacent diagonal and we'll increment the value. So this particular 3 holds A, B, D compared with whole of A, B, C, D. Okay, and that means it is a 3 value. Also let's start with C. C and A does not matches, so it will inherit value from the side. C and B does not matches, so it will inherit the value from the whichever is the maximum, so it will be 2. C and C matches, so it will be incremented with 1 and it will be incremented from the diagonal, so this will be 3. After that, we'll check C and D, it does not matches, so what we'll do, we'll take the maximum value from the side. So in this case 3 will be inherited, and now we know that there are two possible maximum longest common substring, that is ABD and ABC. However, this is not the question. We need to return maximum length of common subsequence. So the last what we can say, the last matrix or the last box will give us the value of longest common subsequence. So I am thinking you got the idea. After this, I will take the more Harry and Sally, I think, and we'll work out how that particular works. Okay, now let's start with another example, that is Harry and Sally. So blue letters are the characters of the string. So this is for the representation purpose only, and all the in the red or pink marks, so that is the indexes of, this is the first string, and this is the vertical one is the second string. So what I said in the first explanation was, so we'll take a column and row with 0 values. So because we need to inherit value from the above or from the sideways, so that is the necessary in this particular case. And what we'll do is, we'll simply initialize all the value for the 0th row and 0th column to 0. So what we can simply do is, we'll mark this whole column to 0, again the whole row to 0. Okay, so this is done. So let's start with the comparing, and we'll get the how solution particular solution works. So we'll start with yes or the first index, and we'll check with whole second string. So we'll check if yes matches with h, it is not, so this will have value 0, or we'll compare these two values, and whichever is the maximum will be inherited. So because all the values are 0 in the first loop, so it will be 0. Yes will be again compared with a, it is not same, so we'll check with between maximum value between these two values, so again 0. Similarly this will again will be 0 because there is no preceding value. Similarly yes will be compared with r, again 0. Yes with y, again 0. So okay, I hope you got this particular loop. After this we'll check h, we'll check yes a or a to h. So a and h does not matches, so what we are doing, we have seen that we'll inherit value from the either top or from the side. So we'll check 0 and 0, so this will be again a 0. We'll check a with a, so we know that if this particular value exists, we will increment 1 to the diagonal, the previous diagonal value. So here 0, so this will become 1. After this a and r will be compared, and there is no match, so we know that we'll check these two values, and whichever is the higher will be copied. Similarly a and r no match, so we'll compare these two values, maximum value will be copied. A and y do not are not same, so maximum value will copied. So a is done. So after this, let me take different color. So for now we'll check SAL to the whole string Harry. So L will be compared with H, so it does not matches. So we'll take maximum value between these. So as of now it is 0. L and A will be compared. So these do not have the value. So we'll take the maximum value, that will be 1. So if you look like what is 1 here. So SAL and Harry contains a single letter which is a common subsequence, and A. So that represents A is present in the both string, and 1 is the length of longest common subsequence possible here. Okay. So L will be compared with R, so no match found. So we'll take the maximum value. So this is again 1. A and R no similarity, so we'll again compare the value between the diagonals, and maximum will be copied. L with Y no similarity, one value will copied. Okay. After this, here we'll compare L with H, or we can say that whole SALL string to Harry. So first will be 0 because there is no preceding values in the diagonals. Similarly, we'll compare these two values, like we'll check L with A, it does not matches. So we'll compare these two values and we'll write the maximum one. Similarly, L, A, or we can say that L is not present. So all the values will be the compared to each other here, compared between these, and will be taken maximum, compared between two and taken maximum. Okay, let's look at the Y now. So what we are doing is, we are comparing whole string, that is Sally, to Harry. So now Y will be compared with H, so it does not matches, so we'll compare this value, because these all both the boxes have 0 value, so it will have a 0. Y will be compared with A, it is not similar, so maximum value will be copied. So again this will become 1. Y and R no similar, so maximum value will be copied 1. Y and R no similarity, maximum value will be copied, and Y and Y is similar. So in this case we know that we'll increment value 1 to the previous diagonal, so this will become a 2. And in this case this is the longest common subsequence which can be found in this particular string, and the particular substring can be also counted. We can like go back into the sequence. So but this is not for this particular problem, and we won't be discussing that. So for now we can say that the length of longest common subsequence is 2 in this case, so we'll be returning this particular value. So okay, by now I think I have explained how this particular solution works. So let's summarize this particular problem. So in the first, we need to create a 2D array of size first length and second length, and we'll initialize all the value. So we can simply say size or length plus 1, because we need to assign zeros in the first column and in the first rows, because we are inheriting values. After that, we'll initialize whole 2D array to 0. After that, we'll take two for loops. First will be for first string, so it will be loop from I is equal to 0 to string length 1, and second for j to 0 to string length 2. And for each iteration of I and j, we'll compare the values which hold at I and j indexes, and if they are same, we'll do this particular value. So here in two condition, I meant if the character is matching, we'll increment the value to the previous diagonal, and if character is not matching, for I and jth value, we'll simply derive that particular value either from top or from the side. So this can be written in the code of, let's say, I minus 1 j. We'll find maximum of I minus 1 j or I j minus 1. So that will give us either from top or from the side. So maximum value will be copied in the block, and this process will go on to the while I will meet the end, and similarly j will meet the end. So these three conditions are important. So using this, you can write the code. I have created code video or like coding video for this particular problem long back, and I'll add the link here in the checkbox, so it will be present here. You can watch that for the coding purpose. I'm not sure of the its quality, however it is like workable. And if you are someone who is trying to solve all the problems from HackerRank interview preparation kit, do check other videos. And if you feel need of improvement on my part, do let me know. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of the day.